Shalom Akim. Call halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to you brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. This video is basically part of a news story that happened on Friday and on the Mall of America in Minnesota. And well, I'm gonna play a clip from the news clip that a guy that was reporting on it said, and I'm gonna play another video and bring out a few scriptures. Without further ado, let's get started.
Emergency crews performed CPR on a 5-year-old child moments after, witnesses say, he was pushed or thrown from the third-floor balcony at the Mall of America. The horrifying scene early Friday morning left shoppers in shock.
This was the last thing I expected to see.
Police are now questioning a 24-year-old man who they say took off running immediately after the incident, but was later located inside the mall.
At this time, we do not believe there is a relationship between the suspect and the child or the family of the child.
Authorities are calling the incident isolated and say there is no threat to the public.
There's no threat to the public, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that. Everything is awesome. Everything is fine. Imagine if...
Now, this is the voice of the guy that did this video, and yeah, I'm going to play a little bit more so you Akim can hear what he says.
If the roles were reversed, imagine if this was, different, slightly different. Imagine if you were in the Twilight Zone, and it was a white man that took a black child and threw him over the third floor railings.
Wait, devil. You devils are doing way worse than that. Did you forget Tamir Rice and other so-called black children that your police force then gunned down? Not to mention the immigration crisis, which he got on the screen right now. And other things that these devils, man, they don't believe they should be punished for any wrong that they do. You listen to this devil complaining as if they as a nation haven't done anything wrong. Oh, but this black guy throws a white baby a white child over the balcony. Oh my God. And there's no protest about it. Hey, you devils is always doing shit like this, man. That's why there's no protest about it. And least you forget. Let me play this clip real quick.
He began to talk to me. He said, he said, you probably don't know this. He said, but years ago, he said, my grandfather, before he died, told me of the things they would do. He said he would go down. He said his grandfather said they would go down and they would take babies with them. I said, what do you mean babies? He says, well, let me tell you. He said the slaves who had babies, they would steal the babies during the course of the day, sometimes when the mothers weren't washing. I said, what do you mean babies? I said, you mean babies like 5 or 6 years old? He says, no. These babies, some would be infants, some would be a year old. He said some would be toddlers. He said they would grab these children and take them down to the swamp and leave them in pens like little chicken coops. They would go down there at night, take these babies and tie them up because they hunted the big bull alligators. These big bull alligators were not raised on farms. They were in the wild. These alligators would weigh 600, 700, 800 pounds. Those are the ones they wanted. They would skin them, make the wallets, get the meat, do different things with them. He said, but what they were doing was tie them up, put a rope around their neck and around their torso, around here, and tie it tight. He said, I said, well, what would the babies be doing? He said, well, my grandfather said they'd be screaming. He said, what would you do? He said, just let them scream. He said, what they would do, it would help them to chum the water. He said, when they would throw the babies in tied to this rope, he said, in a matter of minutes, he said, the alligators were on him. He said, the alligators would clamp his jaws on that child. As a matter of fact, once he clamped on him, he was really swallowed. You couldn't see anything but the rope. And we would pull the alligator in and tie his nose and hit him in the head with an axe, a pickaxe. He said, we would then drag him to the shore. We'd drag him to the shore and leave him lay, and we would do it again, maybe 2 or 3 times a night. He said, I said, so what do you mean? He said, well, yeah, they were taking these babies and killing them for alligator bait. I said, so all these things I've been collecting all these things I've been collecting are really, really something that I can really talk about and say they are the truth by what you say? He said, I'm telling you, he said, nobody wants to talk about it. He said, I'm only telling you because you're here. I may never hear from you again. He said, but these things actually depict the acts that they did to slave babies back in the Bayou country and down the south. They did this. They hunted alligators with these babies. That's why they call alligator bait.
So, and this devil in this video here, Stranger Than Fiction News, he is complaining about, there's no protests about this so-called black man throwing this Edomite over the balcony in Mall of America, and that Edomite going splat. But anyway, he's complaining about it as if you devils have done no wrong, and basically it's just judgment, which is great. Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash, I'm glad it happened, I mean, I'm not saying for all you jakes to go out there just throwing Edomites over balconies. It's not the time right now, The scriptures do say, wait ye upon me. But this is just judgment for that devil baby. And it was a two-strike, because it's actually judgment for the Jake. But, at least the Jake has his reasons, whatever reason it was, But like I say, I think it was a spirit created for vengeance. And as I'm talking about it, let me get that scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made him. And that's probably what happened to old boy. He just had one of those spirits of vengeance on him. Because they say there's no motive for him to have done it. But, hey, the Lord put a spirit on him to do it. So it was a spirit created for vengeance to throw that devil baby, that Edomite, over that balcony. And this is 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And hey, this is just the Most High's judgment, man. Payback. That's all that is. Deuteronomy 32:35. Vengeance is mine, and recompense. Their foot shall slip in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things to come hasten upon them. Vengeance is the Lord's, man. And recompense. So this payback right here, done by that spirit of vengeance, is judgment from the Lord. And the things to come hasten upon you. You devils, y'all got a lot to pay for. Y'all used our children as alligator bait. Y'all used our children as alligator bait. You fucking devils, man. And you mad about a Jake throwing an Edomite over a balcony? You murder our children and murder our people all the time, man. And you complaining over one devil getting pushed off of a balcony? You devils got a lot to pay for, man. A lot to pay for, man. And we patiently waiting, man. We patiently waiting for the Lord to get at you devils, man. This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. One of you devils' sins is alligator bait, man. Yet you got the nerve to complain about an Edomite being thrown off of a balcony, man. Who gives a damn? The Lord got a whole lot worse in store for you devils, man. A whole lot worse in store for you devils, man. Especially when we get our hands on you. When we put you devils in slavery, y'all got a whole lot to pay for, man. A whole lot. Lest you forget, you jakes out there forget, or you niggas out there forget These devils used our babies as alligator bait. Don't feel sorry for these devils, man. These Edomites got a whole lot to pay for, and the Lord is bringing these calamities upon you. And with that, that's all I have. So until the next time, shalom.